Oh, welcome to our gorgeous YouTube channel. Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, we love it. Like and subscribe, comment below. My tits are huge. Oh my God, I didn't say it, I'm just kidding. We're gonna talk about beard maintenance today. And actually, I didn't tell anyone this. Jared Bear is here. Check in. Have you been recognized from the series yet?
I have not been, I'm sorry.
Okay, YouTube, we're like still not nailing it yet. We need you to like come up and get selfies with Jared. Hashtag let's get Jared recognized. Hashtag let's make Jared an internet celebrity. Hashtag let's make Jared Bear an internet celebrity. Hashtag Jared Bear 2022. We're gonna talk about beard maintenance today, and what I didn't tell anyone before we started is I kind of want to do like a beard change. I want it to be like shorter. I'm kind of like sick of this. I was thinking I could show like a trim and like a shape change. I like to buzz and do all my trimming work with the beard first, and then I shave it after because I don't want to get everything wet. I like the beard to be nice and dry when you're going to approach trimming it. And the reason for that is wet hair stretches more than dry hair. So we want to cut the hair in the state that it's going to be like worn in on the face, which is dry. So I like to trim before the shower, then I'll get in the shower, I'll wash out all the little like clippings, and then I'll get out and then I'll shave. Okay, so here we are. So first we're gonna use our T-edgers. Oh my God, it looks like I'm like topless under this. Don't worry, it's still here. You can barely see.
What products or what like brands you
Can you calm down, Jared? I was literally getting there, but then I got like distracted by my outfit. These are my gorgeous Andy's T-edgers. We love them. Here's our guards. These are gonna determine like how much hair is left over. Okay, so I'm just clipping this part back so that this hair stays out of my way. I like it when this part of the hair kind of fades into here, but you don't want that fade to start below your ear, like this part of your earlobe. So it's really just between here that you're fading that we're gonna make the shortest. So I'm gonna start with my tightest clipper there, which I think I'm gonna go like 1/8 and see how that looks. Okay, so here's this other thing I learned. When you clip like with the grain of your hair, it takes off less hair than going against the grain, right? So I'm gonna go against the grain right here, and you're gonna notice I'm gonna do kind of make like little C shapings, like go kind of like away as you fade it into this hair so that it doesn't get really short all up in here. When you go down with the grain, the very same clipper here, look, I'll show you right now. When you go down, you're gonna see it's like with the grain. So see how I'm going down with the grain, right? So now watch how short it is when I go against the grain. See how I'm like angling the clipper out, out, out. So, but do you remember how much shorter or how much longer that was when I went with it than without? So that's the same length of guard. So going with the grain and against the grain is gonna create two different lengths with the same clipper. So let's remember that. So that's where I kind of like to see the fade here, and I am gonna end up taking this hair a little bit shorter. So what we can take is go from this 1/8 guard, we're gonna go up to our 1/4 guard. So, and if you just, whatever guards you have, just put the next longest one on if you're doing this at home. Like a barber might have like more guards, but you're just like doing the best you got with what you got at home. So now just put the next longest one on that you have, and we're gonna fade this part up a little bit. You don't want this part to get up like into this hair super short. So it's really just you're connecting like this into this. And I could get that a little bit better, so I'm gonna go down with the grain like I was doing before, and then I'm gonna kind of work on blending. Okay. I'm into it. And we're just doing this side now. And so we were going down with the grain, and now we're gonna go against it to take it a little bit tighter like the other side. Ooh, that was a really tight one. So I just took the side a little shorter. This was 1/16 when I was using an 1/8. So this happens sometimes, don't even worry about it. We're just going a little tight. Whoopsies, we're going butch. Okay, so that's cute. Now, I'm gonna keep with the beard. I'm gonna blend this all down into my 1/4 inch, and that's what I'm gonna do this hair with. So the reason that I like to make it a little tighter here is it accentuates the cheekbone and brings your face in a little bit here. And then the reason why I like it a little bit fuller here is it accentuates the jaw. We're gonna blend this into the neck so that this isn't longer back here and that it's the longest on the tip of the chin. But a lot of times you'll see people cut their beard here. So they cut all this off. And that's what I call a chin strap. It's when the line goes here. And the reason we don't like to see that is because then this becomes skin toned and then this is all dark. And beards are kind of like contour for your face. And with contour, dark colors contract and light colors open, right? So you want your jaw to be nice and strong. You don't want to have like a Mitch McConnell neck. The beard should stop where your face connects into your neck. So let's say that again. The beard should stop where your face connects to your neck. It's not ever up here, or you're gonna look like Ted Cruz. Is that what you want? Do you want to look like Ted Cruz? No. Let's blend. So I'm gonna go down here and I'm just gonna like blend, going with the grain. I'm using a quarter, moving into my mustache. For cheeks, these 2 fingers of hair right here on the top of the beard, this can be a little bit shorter. So it can fade from shorter to longer here to contour the face, right? So on these 2 fingers, I'm gonna take my 1/4 inch, but I'm gonna go up. I'm going up. And that's also gonna kind of blend it into what you did here a little better. So I'm doing the C-shaping thing again. And I'm actually gonna hit that into the mustache. On most people, your mustache is like the thickest part of your beard. It certainly is true for me. Like even when I do the same length, my mustache seems thicker, so you really have to take a little bit more time with it, going like against the grain from every which way to really get all that hair off. So you can see I'm really going against. Now like this hair is like an awkward angle to get, so sometimes you need to take like a little fine tooth comb, take the guard off, just take your comb. One thing I hate is when you smile, if there's like hair that sticks from your mustache below your lips. I think it looks just like kind of messy. So I use my fingers or a comb to like push all this hair down. And I'm gonna, so and to do this little M that I just did, it's a really soft touch. So my longest guard is my 1/4 inch, my shortest one is my 1/16 inch. So now I'm gonna move onto like the middle and bottom of my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna come down here and keep going down, down, down. I will go kind of against here, like I take it into here, a little shorter. Yes, okay, now I'm gonna keep going down. This chin hair right here, this hair all along your jaw, this is where you wanna retain the most length. But then this we're gonna fade a little bit tighter. So that's why you're gonna see me go all down with the grain right here. So now I'm gonna take all this hair and I'm gonna go with the grain first just to take off any extra length. So now that all this length is off, I'm gonna fix this line. I can see that on this side, it's a little bit deeper. I'm using my index finger and my pinky to like stabilize my hand, and then using my like front fingers to move the clipper. So now there's just like different lengths, so I need to like even out the bulk here. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of a wider tooth comb, and I'm gonna put my guard back on, my 1/4, so that's the longest one, with the grain first, just to make sure that all the length is off. Now I'm gonna go against it to just blend it a little so it's not so like skin hair. And notice how I'm like C-shaping towards the jaw to keep it a little bit longer on my jawline. So this part's done. So typically I would like go into the shower now, wash my face, let the steam do its thing, but I'm just gonna like wet it with some water. Okay, so watch this, you guys. I used to think that you needed to put on like a shitload, but actually you wanna do kind of like a thinner layer of shaving cream, because if you do a lot of shaving cream, it actually just creates more debris for the razor to cut through. So you wanna put the shaving cream on and then let it sit for about a minute. And the reason why we want it to sit for a minute is because the shaving cream will actually work its way under the hair and then expand. So it kind of like lifts the hair up so the razor can cut it tighter to the skin. And it's a closer, cleaner shave. So I'm gonna let this sit for like a minute. Neck and face skin, I kind of like to do little teeny motions with and against the grain, especially if the hair is like a little longer. So just watch how I do it. I kind of like move my neck away to make sure the skin's tight, which you know, you 30, 40, 50, 60, you'll know what I'm talking about. Go like this, and then little motions with, and because like my neck hair grows like a million ways, there's like swirls, you gotta kind of go like with and against the grain. So I kind of just went with first, and then I go back after, and I kind of go against. I try not to do like too big of strokes. Like, see how they're all pretty little? Because I feel like when you do really heavy-handed long strokes, you have more of a chance of like pulling and tugging and creating like pulling, catching hair and causing like ingrowns or just like irritated skin. So I also like these like Gillette Fusion razors because there's this like single razor on the back that you can use. This like single one to kind of like, or like define, which I'm gonna do along this line.
I have that razor. I had no idea that was there.
So this is like a little thick and I can't see my line through it. So I'm gonna take my finger and kind of wipe it away because the shaving cream still did its thing if you kind of like smear it away a little. And I'm using my single blade razor here to detail this kind of like check mark. So you can see the check mark. And then I kind of do the same thing where I smile and make sure I didn't miss any hairs. Okay, so that side's done. So clean, so nice. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this off again and we trim. Smile it out. Over here. Gorgeous. So now the final thing, we got to deal with like this hair. Cause see, like this is pretty tight and then it like gets all hairy right here. You can do this with clippers or scissors, but we're gonna start by combing this hair forward. So I'm gonna come in with my fingers. I'm gonna take this really tight so that I have like this little chunk of hair. I'm gonna go like this. Then I'm gonna go like this and just clean up. So I'm gonna take my fingers and a comb, actually. I'm gonna grab this hair and I can see right here, and I'm gonna want it to be longer to shorter so that it connects into my beard. So I'm gonna go like this to make it kind of like a diagonal line, right? And then it kind of lays really nice and flat to your head. Now I'm gonna move up to this part and I'm gonna grab my comb. Okay, so I have my long hair right here. See that right here? And I'm gonna cut that so that it's a little diagonal line. This is like a little bit harsh for my taste still, so I wanna just take my 1/8 clipper. I'm gonna soften this line a little more. And that is how you maintain your beard and you trim it. So then when I'm done, I would just take a little brush and I would just brush it all down. And then you are good to go, cleaner than ever. And you take your hair down and then you do a slow motion.
It looks really good.
Sorry, she's the model. She couldn't hear you. What did you say? My model ears. What did you say something?
It looks really good.
Oh my God, I thought my model ears heard you say that, Jared. Thank you so much. I just feel really gorgeous. Thank you, YouTube, for coming to my gorgeous beard tint tutorial. Help a friend out. Oh man, it really does look good, doesn't it? Well, love you, YouTube. Thanks for coming by. Stop harassing me because I'm gorgeous. Everyone knows it. We'll see you next time.